Hi, hope everyone's doing well. I know it's getting ridiculously hot all around here for the summer. It is what it is. But we are making a no bake officially kind of little treat. We're making marshmallows. You do have to do some stuff on the saucepan. There is a little heat with that, but we're not having to turn the oven on. And that's a win. A big win. I've got a friend who makes these pretty frequently, so I think this recipe is going to be really good. She says they're just so amazing compared to store-bought marshmallows, so I'm excited for this. Let's get to it. It's time for another episode of Cooking with Kaitlin. That's me. Enjoy! All right, to start with, we've got half a cup of cold water. That doesn't just mean get it from the tap and call it cold. You want it in your fridge at least half an hour to an hour before you're going to use it. Then it says 3 envelopes of Knox gelatin. So that's what I got. I don't know if that one opened, as it should have. The fun of baking. Alright. Sorry, looking for a spoon, but what I could find was a knife. We're just going to do a basic stir to get everything in. Make sure it's all in there. Then we're going to let that sit for 10 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to go over to our saucepan. Alright, so we've got a 1/4 cup of water, just regular water out the tap. Then 2 cups of sugar. And then 2/3 cup corn syrup. Probably going to have to get a spatula and do that to get it all out, so I'll cut back in a sec. Alright, we're just stirring this over a medium heat until it gets to a boil. So I'll check back when we get to that point. Alright, we've got it to a good boil. We just want it to boil for 1 minute. Then we're going to pour it into our gelatin mix, which is almost at its 10 minutes, so perfect timing. We'll check back with that in just a second. Alright, we are pouring it in very carefully. It's very hot. Alright, we're going to lock it. It says to go on to high. And then to very carefully add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Can't imagine why. And we're going to let it do this, heat on high, for 12 minutes. So we will be checking back in 12 minutes. We've still got a few minutes for it, but just showing how nice and white and fluffy it's getting. Alright. Alright, put it on low. Trying to see if y'all can see. Okay. It's about 12 minutes. Now we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of vanilla. While it's on a low speed, we're going to do it just enough to incorporate the vanilla. Which still may take a minute or two, given the consistency and everything. Just give it another few seconds, and then we'll be ready to move on to, well, kind of like a big step, but then there's one more after for, you know, actually serving and eating them and stuff. All right. All right, so I have lined a baking sheet with parchment paper and coated it with oil. I've also coated this spatula with oil per the instructions. You can hear my little occasional sous chef running around like a crazy child in the background. Yeah, buddy. The mixer is not his favorite thing. He's getting more used to it. But I did not think he'd be terribly present in the video once he saw the mixer was out. I was correct. But I bet since we let these kind of cool and firm up for at least a few hours, he might be involved in the next step, or for sure in the tasting. All right. Just about got it all. Alrighty. I'll say the tip I was given. You want it to flatten out, but I'm about to put another piece of oil-coated parchment paper on top. I was told to kind of firm it from there. That was easier than trying to do the spatula. So I'm going to do that. I hear you, dude. Mommy will be done in just a minute.
Honey?
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm not going to be done in just a minute. Well, he could be right. Who knows? Alright. Here we go. Trying to get it to kind of fill baking sheet wise as opposed to spilling over the edge. And it's funny because I sincerely was like, oh, my large one may just be too large. Perhaps I should put it in a smaller one. And it's almost completely filled up, the large. So good to remember. So the goal is just for them to be as evenly kind of height-wise as they can be. All right, I'll be leaving that for a couple hours. We'll check back later. All right, so I let mine sit for a few hours. Let's pull up the parchment paper. Just guess there were a few spots that were a little less oily than some. Last little bit. Go unstick, unstick. Ah, bring yourself. All right. And obviously, like, marshmallows are sticky. They're made from very sticky things. So we're going to be dredging them, as it were, in powdered sugar. Like a nice little coating. And obviously this is just the top half right now that's getting done. One sec. All right. So now we're just gonna slice through oiled our knife. It's just kind of supposed to be like one clean cut. Except it's moving. So. This, I feel like once you've done it a few times, you probably start to figure out how to do it better. I'm going to be cutting them. It says to kind of clean and re-grease your knife every time. I'm just going to show you the process, and then I'll get to the rest of them. I know it's not a perfect square. Oh, whatever. For the video, we'll do one that's a little more perfect square-esque. Here we go. And nice bowl of powdered sugar. You're just getting it all over the edges, top and bottom, all that jazz. I'll be doing it with all the rest, but here it is. My little sous chef is finishing his nap, but I'm pretty sure when he gets up, he will gladly let me take a quick shot of him taste testing this for you. But just in case I forget, bon appetit. We'll see y'all later. It's marshmallow. What do you think? Going back for more? Are they yummy?